Good morning. Are there any Hungarians here? Two? Oh, that's nice. Well, first, a lesson in diplomacy. When you become diplomats, make sure you arrive late for the beginning so everybody sees your entry. I'm sorry, don't do that, es- especially not when I'm chairing the meeting. But well, first, Mark, thank you for the nice words, and Anna, thank you. This was a wonderful introduction. You stole my line because I was. Well, before I say this, Mark, would you please? I play music. I'm not very good at reading sheet music. But how do you figure this out? I mean, I'm just thinking of a musician who's reading the notes, and then Mark comes along and his lines are. So anyway, I think it's a very nice logo. I just want to say a few words because I will have the opportunity to speak to you after the professor has spoken. Um, Two things. One, I want to dovetail with what Anna said, is you needed the vision and the intuition to have this conference exactly at the time when things are happening in North Africa and the Middle East, where actually what we are talking about is totally missing from the heads of our politicians. So if you want, and I'm not going to deal with the recent events in Tunisia and Egypt and whatever is to come, I think I'm on the tough side. I think that the West has more or less failed in its efforts to really influence the events. Well, one of the reasons for that is that they never really wielded their soft power to the extent we could have. So this is just to be on the safe side where I am on this. And I'd also like to dovetail with something that you said, because this is not what I was going to say, but the line is so beautiful. This is the quotation from Ray Charles. And the interesting thing is that everybody knows Ray Charles? Who doesn't? Okay, you're quiet, right? You don't dare tell me you don't know Ray Charles. Ray Charles was blind. So the metaphor is so beautiful. Being born blind is less of a handicap than being born without the ability to understand the arts. You can live a full life. You can be a very creative person. You can be a great contribution to society if you're born blind, if you're born handicapped, or whatever problems you have. I have deaf people, totally deaf people coming to my rock concerts. And we use the sign language, and they're there, and they're dancing, they're looking at us. They have exactly the same experience as everyone else. Because the art flows from them. And I just want to say, Mark, you are so damn right. If this art would be flowing from our politicians, from our diplomats, from the people in high power who are really trying to make a difference, I think the world would be a different place. So, without further ado, it's a pleasure to be back. Great organization. You've improved, probably also financially, because the place looks a lot better than last time. That's good. Are you charging a lot? But I just want to say, okay. I just want to say I'm very excited about being with you, and I'd like to stop here and on my own behalf and on behalf also of my colleagues on the advisory board, bid you welcome. Thank you.